On today's video, we're gonna go through this SUNDOLPHIN Boss 10-foot kayak, and we're also gonna go through a few handy accessories made by the company KEMIMOTO that we can put on this kayak. Hey there, outdoor YouTubers. Well, I have upgraded my kayak game. I've been fishing out of those cheaper sit-in kayaks for quite a while now, and they're fine. They get the job done. I've caught fish out of them, but I weigh in at a very nimble 245 pounds. So getting in and out of one of those sit-in kayaks hasn't always been easy, all right? And I've also found that when I'm in those sit-in kayaks, you're kind of in that hole, right? You're kind of down in that hole. And my knees kind of sit there and rub at the edge of that hole, okay? So that's no good either. So I always wanted to get myself a sit on top of kayak. And this SUNDOLPHIN Boss 10 is the one I decided on. So in addition to getting a sit on top of kayak, I also wanted to get a kayak that was no longer than 10 feet. All right, a 10-foot kayak fits in my utility trailer. A 10-foot kayak fits in the back of my Suburban. You can even close the doors with the kayak in it. And a 10-foot kayak fits pretty nicely in the bed of a pickup truck, you know, a 6.5-foot bed. Doesn't stick out too far. So the 10-foot length made the most sense for me. And another thing I was looking for when I purchased this kayak was I wanted to get a kayak with some decent back support. Okay, if you're going to be out on the water, for me, any length of time, it's really nice to have this good back support. And this SUNDOLPHIN Boss really does have a nice seat, very comfortable, adjustable, and it has good back support. So those are the three main things I was looking for when I got this kayak. Sit on top of, no longer than 10 feet, and a seat with good back support. Now, this kayak comes with a lot of the standard stuff that a lot of kayaks come with, okay? It's got some rope handles front and back. It's got some handles on the side. It's got these adjustable footrests. It's got this kind of bungee cord stuff to kind of hold down some cargo. Now, this kayak is considered a fishing kayak, and it does come with two stationary rod holders in the back here. Yeah, I don't know if you guys realize this, but if you have a rod holder in a kayak, that makes it a fishing kayak. Now, along with the two stationary rod holders in the back, it does come with a semi-adjustable rod holder, okay? Fits in the socket right here. Now, I say semi-adjustable because it really doesn't pivot this way, okay? It just kind of, you can adjust it this way. All right, and we'll come back to that in a minute. This kayak also comes with these molded drink holders, and you know, it's a little bit of a stretch to call them drink holders. We'll talk about that in a minute too. So that's some of the kind of standard features that this SUNDOLPHIN Boss 10 has, but it also has a catamaran style hull. The catamaran style hull is pretty good for stability. This kayak also comes with these skid resistant foot plates right here, and it also comes with this strap that aids you for kind of standing up in the kayak, and the strap also has a measuring tape on it. And another pretty cool thing about this kayak, in the back bottom it has a skid plate. So if you're just taking the kayak out and you're just by yourself and you're holding it on the front and you're kind of dragging it along, you've got that skid plate in the back that won't wear nearly as fast as just the regular bottom of the kayak. And quite honestly, if you ever did wear that skid plate out, you can probably replace it. Now, back to this seat. Another pretty cool thing about this seat, besides giving a lot of good back support and besides it being adjustable for the angle of the back support, this seat actually raises and lowers. There's just a little bit of an adjustment, and you can put the seat down lower. And of course, the advantage of having the seat a little bit lower is you're probably going to get a little bit more stability. And then the advantage of having the seat higher is you can just see better. You know, casting is going to be easier. Moving around, grabbing things is just going to be easier. But maybe you sacrifice a little bit of stability. So at least it's adjustable. You can kind of pick and choose what you want. Okay, and another thing that this kayak has is these universal mounting rails on both sides. Now, if you've never used these universal mounting rails, they're just a rail that you can buy a lot of accessories that match up and attach to them. Okay, and that leads me to some of these add-on accessories that I picked up from KEMIMOTO. Okay, and all these products, I'll leave links to them down below in the description of this video. But anyways, suffice to say, they're pretty handy. These universal rails work really good, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, here is a drink holder, all right? And it's got this little metal tab on the bottom. It detaches from this base, all right? And the base attaches to these universal rails. You get this metal tab in this center circle, and it fits in that center circle, and then you can slide it forward and backwards and just kind of spin it to tighten it down, okay? And then your attachment goes on it, just like that. So this KEMIMOTO cup holder upgrade, it's kind of a nice upgrade. You can put a mug in there. It's actually got that opening for the handle of a mug. Of course, just your standard drink fits in there too. And then, you know what? Even one of these might fit in there. Oh yeah, it does. Yeah. You can put one of them in there too. It'll hold it, keep it from spilling. That's a good thing. And then the next thing I wanted to show you is this kayak paddle holder. Okay. Again, this is from the company KEMIMOTO. All right. And it's the same sort of deal. You just kind of slide it onto this universal mount, spin it, okay? It adjusts quite a bit, tighten it down. And then one of the beauties of all these KEMIMOTO products is the base is universal. So I can take the other half of this, put it on the same base that I had my drink holder on, tighten it down, and there we go. We've got ourselves a kayak paddle holder right here. And this paddle is actually an angler paddle, and one of the reasons you know that this is like an angler and or fishing paddle is because it's got a tape measure on it. All right, so you know it's good. Okay, and then the last accessory I'm going to show you is this KEMIMOTO rod holder. Okay, now this is a fully adjustable rod holder, and it fits into these universal bases too. Okay, this one actually has the tilt up down, okay, and of course it can spin around in any direction too. And one more thing about this SUNDOLPHIN Boss, it does have this nice latchable storage compartment in the front. It's got this mesh bag that comes out of it, very handy. You know, it looks to be quite waterproof, okay? So that might be the place where you put your phone, your wallet, your keys, I don't know. But very handy storage compartment that you can get at, okay? Sometimes storage compartments in the back of the kayak aren't as useful, right? Because they're kind of hard to get at. So I do like having that storage compartment up front. Oh, look at. Even our new puppy Lily likes the Sundolphin Boss. Did you know that dog spelt backwards is God? And did you also know that kayak spelt backwards is kayak? I'm not sure what any of that means. So guys, I really have enjoyed fishing out of this Sundolphin Boss. Okay, very comfortable, very stable, and you know, pretty reasonably priced. Eat shark. Very good. So guys, if you're interested in more videos about getting out and enjoying the great outdoors of Michigan's Upper Peninsula, be sure to check out the entire channel. And if you enjoy what you see, please consider liking and subscribing. And for bonus content, be sure to check out our Patreon page. A link to this page can be found in the description of this video. And also guys, remember to hunt, fish, laugh, repeat. Thanks for watching, and God bless.